Influence used to be about ideas. Today, it's about attention. And
Favorite trip
attention has a favorite taste:
2022. My birthday
luxury.
trips
These
are
aren't
always
fictional
really
characters. They
special.
are real
We went to the
people with real money,
Bahamas
living lives broadcast to millions
before.
every single day. Kylie Jenner doesn't wake up to luxury. She wakes up to relevance. In her world, nothing is casual. Every appearance is calculated. Every silence is intentional. Luxury isn't about excess here. It's about consistency. The house, the jet, the cars, the glam team. They're not flexes. They're infrastructure. People say she became rich selling makeup. That's a misunderstanding. She monetized attention before most people understood that attention was the product. Kylie Cosmetics isn't just a brand, it's a distribution system for identity. Her audience doesn't buy lipstick. They buy proximity, a feeling of closeness to a life that is carefully designed to feel personal and unreachable at the same time. What makes her powerful isn't what she shows, it's what she repeats. The same angles, the same tones, the same aesthetic, over and over, until it becomes the standard. She understands something most people don't. In the digital world, influence doesn't need to shout. It needs to be familiar, quiet luxury, soft control, perfect timing. And in an economy where perception moves faster than money, that understanding is worth billions. Kylie Jenner didn't build a business by accident. She built it by understanding attention before it had a price tag. Long before valuations and headlines, she recognized something simple. People weren't just watching her. They were waiting for a look, a product, a moment they could buy into. Kylie Cosmetics wasn't launched as a traditional company. It was launched as a shortcut, a direct line between influence and consumer. No long brand story, no complicated messaging, just immediacy. She didn't sell makeup as a product. She sold it as access to an aesthetic that felt intimate yet carefully out of reach. Every drop was limited. Every restock was timed. Scarcity wasn't a marketing trick. It was the engine. What made the business powerful wasn't distribution. It was trust. Her audience didn't need convincing. They already believed. Social media replaced advertising. Her face replaced the billboard. Her life became the showroom. Behind the scenes, the business moved fast. Lean teams, outsourced manufacturing, maximum margins powered by minimum friction. Critics debated the numbers. Investors studied the model. But the insight was clear. In the digital economy, owning attention is more valuable than owning factories. Kylie understood that brand loyalty is no longer built over decades. It's built in moments, moments that feel personal, moments that disappear quickly, moments that turn followers into buyers. Her success wasn't about cosmetics. It was about control. Control of narrative, control of timing, control of perception. And in a world where influence moves faster than money, that level of control is the real business. Because when attention becomes currency, the person who holds it sets the price. Dan Bilzerian doesn't live a global lifestyle. He performs one. His world moves between continents without transition. Los Angeles one day, the Mediterranean the next, Dubai, Vegas, Monaco. Not because of business, but because the backdrop has to stay impressive. Airports are edited out of his life. Private jets replace waiting. Helicopters replace traffic. Distance doesn't matter when movement itself becomes content. Luxury, in his case, isn't subtle. It's aggressive. Mansions aren't homes. They're stages. Wide open spaces built to be filled with noise, bodies, chaos, and cameras. Every location looks temporary, because permanence isn't the goal. The image is. Cars rotate. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, armored SUVs. Not collected for rarity, but for repetition. The message is never, "This is special." The message is, "This is normal." Yachts drift through international waters like floating nightclubs. No flags, no routes, just excess moving slowly across the ocean. In Bilzerian's global lifestyle, luxury is not about comfort, it's about dominance. Weapons appear as casually as watches, firearms, explosions, danger, symbols of power layered on top of wealth. The parties follow him or he follows them. Models, alcohol, music, spectacle, the same scene replayed in different countries until geography loses meaning. Culture is interchangeable. Only the fantasy stays consistent. Money, for him, is less a resource and more a prop. It doesn't need explanation. It needs visibility. The brand isn't a product. It's a feeling. Unchecked freedom. No rules, no limits, no consequences. Critics question the math. Supporters don't care, because the lifestyle isn't sold as truth, it's sold as aspiration. Dan Bilzerian represents a version of global luxury that doesn't age, doesn't settle, and doesn't slow down. A life designed to look endless, even if it's unsustainable. In the end, his greatest asset isn't cash, real estate, or jets. It's the illusion that this life never stops. And as long as the world keeps watching, the performance continues. Cristiano Ronaldo's greatest asset has never been talent alone. It's attention. Attention earned through discipline, through repetition, through being visible at the highest level for longer than anyone expected. Goals create headlines. Headlines create followers. Followers create reach. And reach is the foundation of everything that comes after. Ronaldo understands that performance is only the beginning. What matters is consistencies, showing up, winning, and letting the world watch. Every training session reinforces the brand. Every post extends the narrative. Not just an athlete, but a symbol of excellence. Millions follow because they trust the process, the work ethic, the results. That trust converts. Subscribers don't just watch, they engage, they buy, they imitate. Brands don't partner with Ronaldo for a logo placement. They partner for credibility. His name doesn't interrupt attention. It focuses it. Nike. Luxury watches, health, fitness, lifestyle. Each deal is built on the same equation. Performance creates belief, belief creates loyalty, and loyalty drives value. Ronaldo doesn't chase trends, he becomes the standard. In the attention economy where influence is fragile and fleeting, his power comes from something rare: longevity. And that's why his attention doesn't just attract followers. It compounds into partnerships, deals, and a global brand that performs long after the final whistle. We don't just watch influencers. We measure ourselves against them. Their lifestyles reset our expectations. Their routines redefine success. Quietly, they turn highlights into standards. What we see shapes what we want. What we want shapes what we buy, and what we buy shapes who we think we should become. For some, it's motivation. For others, pressure. Because influence doesn't end at the screen. It follows us into our choices, our ambitions, and our sense of enough. In a world where attention is everywhere, the real question isn't who we follow, it's how much of ourselves we give away while watching. Stay well, stay good, good looking inside or out.